What should you do if your partner refuses to go to therapy? And this can apply in a couple of different contexts, but I'm thinking specifically of you are the betrayed partner. You are trying to make the marriage work. And yet the partner that cheated on you and betrayed you is unwilling to go to therapy at this point for one reason or another. So here are some initial thoughts. Number one, be prepared to leave. It is not a good sign if someone is completely unwilling to get help when they're the one that kind of got you into this awful situation. However, if you think your partner is in a horrible, just like stage of life right now, this isn't who they really are, this is more of an isolated event, and they are just not coping or responding well at all, and you want to give them time to prove themselves, then you need to do two things. Number one, make it very clear what you're expecting them to do. There should be no ambiguity around this. Therapy or a certain level of communication or whatever it is. This conversation is really bigger than just getting them to go to therapy. The real question here is what should you do if the partner that cheated on you is unwilling right now to do the work, but you're hopeful that they will at some point. What you need to first do, like I said, is just get very clear on the work that you expect of them. Number two, refuse to argue about it. Do not make this into something where you're going to go back and forth with them each day. So what this could look like is say, honey, this is what I need you to do, X, Y, and Z. And they might respond, I don't want to do those things. That's stupid. What's the point? You're never going to trust me again. Which I could go on and on about how those types of responses have so much gaslighting and trying and victim blaming and so many other problems with them. But let's just say that's what they say. So your response to that point could be something like, hey, if you want to actually talk about why these are important, I'm happy to do so. I'm expecting you to do X, Y, and Z. I can explain why X, Y, and Z are important. But I'm pretty sure you know why X, Y, Z are important. And I'm not going to argue about it. Those are what I need you to do. I'm willing to be patient and wait for you to do those at this point. I am currently willing to be patient and wait. I don't know how long I can wait. Side note, I don't think it's helpful to have the mentality of I'll wait forever for this person to cheat on me to get their crap together. You just don't know whether they will or not. You don't know most likely how long you really are willing to wait. You might give yourself a time frame and say, "Hey, by the end of the year if you don't do XYZ, I need to leave." But you need to, for your own sake, be willing to follow through on that. I think it's better to just tell them, "Hey, I'm willing to wait. I don't know how long, so please, as soon as possible, start working on these sooner than later." And then you can also even explain, I'm going to begin doing these types of things as well to work on the relationship. I do want this to work, but I need to see at some point some real effort and then disengage. This is so much harder for people to do in real life than it is for me to just sit here and tell you to do it. But you need to have a firm boundary on what they need to do, and you need to disengage from any attempt to argue or to get you to prove that those expectations are valid. Now, there might be some cases where people are wanting absurd things, but as long as you are reasonable in the things you're expecting of them, that shouldn't be a problem.